Good morning, everyone. I found a new recipe that I wanted to try for chia seed pudding that I've never done before. I've made chia seed pudding on its own before, but I've never made anything with carob or peanut butter in it. So I thought that I would give this a try, and I'm going to make it here in front of you. Hi, Derek. You're the first one on. And in my bowl, I have a banana that I took the potato masher and I mashed it up because you have to get it real, like a paste. Now I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of chia seeds. And you all know that chia seeds are good for us. So there's 2. There's 4. Because that's a 2 tablespoon measure. And then I just use my... And I bought these at Walmart a while back. They're non-GMO. Good morning to everybody coming on. Bought them at Walmart a while back, and they're non-GMO. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put the. Now this calls for cacao powder, but we being 7-day Adventists, we don't use cacao powder. So I'm replacing it with carob. So it calls for, let's see, let me look at this a minute. 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm using carob. So I'm going to put that in here instead. Hi, good morning, good to see you. This is going to be totally different, let me tell you. Totally different. This is something I've never made before. Whoops, putting the, okay. Lid goes on her, but anyway, I'll just sit it that way anyway. I must have. But anyway, okay. Now, well, this is the lid goes on here. Sorry about that. I grabbed the wrong one. This goes on my peanut butter. Anyway, let's see. And then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I'm going to get that. Oh, it was good. It was very, very good. I'm getting down to the bottom of my jar, so this is going to be a little bit tricky to get it out of here. I could take go get me a spoon and help get it out. Because it's can't hardly stick this tablespoon in here. This is going to be totally different. You can share this out with your followers and invite followers, because this is something they may want to make themselves. And for people that watched my scrambled tofu yesterday, it was a very good recipe, and it was delicious, actually, really good. Okay, put peanut butter in there. Oh, sure. Go ahead. Well, hi, Felipe. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you in my scopes in a long time. I'm just now making this pudding, or the chia seed pudding. Okay? It also calls for, and I'll give you the ingredients. I'll post this up on Facebook. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to everybody coming on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, big hug to you, Felipe. A big hug to you as well. Now we're also going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. And I use the non-alcoholic vanilla, as you all know, because I will not use the vanilla extract. It has properties in it that we don't want, like alcohol. I almost had the tablespoon there, which would be a little too much. Good thing I caught that. Welcome to everybody coming on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And also, let's see, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sweetener. And I decided, oh, excuse me, I decided to put in some blue raw agave nectar. This is just about gone, so I'm going to go ahead and use this as my sweetener. It says 1 to 2 tablespoons, so I'll just put oh, it says tablespoons. I use a teaspoon. Let's do it. Let's go this way. I'll just put this in. It says 2 tablespoons. I guess I got the teaspoon, but that won't matter. That little bit more. Put a little bit in there anyway. This is about right. Just about come out. Finish that up. Sorry, I'm getting all over my counter. I'll have to wash it off. Okay. I like to keep my... Okay. Now, I think I have everything, except for the... it calls for a cup and a half of almond milk, and I already measured that out. So I'm going to put that in here. And then I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to stir it around. Now this is something you have to leave sit in the refrigerator. We know that chia seeds, over time, they gel up. You have to leave them sit in there. You have to let it sit out to start to thicken up about 10-15 minutes, and then stir it again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my whisk. The whisk might work a little bit better. Yes, it does. It gets it mixed a lot better, because we want to get everything mixed in. Hello to everybody that came in this morning. Share with your followers, invite your followers, because this is something they may all want to see, because I want to get this at a good consistency so that it'll start gelling up. We know that chia seeds do that. They thicken up like a gel. Oh, thank you for the super hearts, Felipe. Thank you very much. Anybody else that gave me super hearts, thank you. I just wasn't paying attention at the time because I was trying to do this. But I do thank you for the super hearts, everybody that gives them to me. Good morning, Chantra. Good morning to those just coming in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good morning, Dana. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. This is very early for me this morning. It's not even quite 7:30 in the morning yet. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. My dogs had to go out, so I just stayed up, got up and read my Bible, mopped my floor. So I've been busy already this morning. Now I'm doing this. So as you can see, I'm just trying to use a whisk, just trying to get it so I get everything mixed in together. And then I'm going to leave it sit for a few minutes. And it has to sit in the refrigerator. They say no more, about 20 minutes, up to 24 hours. I'm supposed to split this into 2 servings, but since I'm the only one here, I'm not going to bother doing that. I will probably put it in a different container, though, when I put it in the refrigerator. So, because it'll be a little bit easier. Okay, put that there. As you can see in the bowl, you can see it. It's almost going to sit. I'm going to sit and wait a few minutes for it to thicken up, and then I will stir it again, because that's the idea with chia seeds. You got to keep them. Well, thank you, Arlene, for the super hearts. Thank you for everybody that came on. Thank you for the super hearts. Good morning, Ann. Good to see you. It's hard for me to show the bowl, but if you can see, that's what it is. And I'm waiting for it to set up for maybe about 10-15 minutes. You have to let it sit up. And then you stir it again, because it starts to gel up. You want it to thicken, gel up. When you put it in the refrigerator, it'll completely gel up. Now, this is a completely different chia seed pudding that I've ever made before. I've made like regular chia seed pudding with almond milk and that in it, but I've not made it with carob. And like you said, it calls for cocoa powder, but I was not going to do cocoa powder. I was going to do the carob, because we don't eat cocoa powder. We don't use it. So I just kind of tweaked it to my liking. And that's what you have to do with recipes. You tweak them to your liking, because you're not going to use everything that's in the recipe. You know, maybe something in there that you don't like, you can't, you've never liked the taste of, or you just don't eat it, period. Or not supposed to eat it. So you can just change it to something that you can eat. And the carob powder, we know, this is what I use. This is vegan. This is very good. And this is what is what we can use it, no problem, because I know Jamal's got it. He uses it as well. Good morning to those coming on. Danielle, all those coming on. Derek and Erlene, all those that are in here. I appreciate you being on this morning. I was planning on doing this yesterday, but then I thought, no, this is more for breakfast, so I'll do it now, or I can come on early and do this before I talk to my daughter a little bit later. Oh, they were fine. They were fine. Not saying I'll make them again for a while, but good morning. Welcome. But the Carob peanut butter pie that I made the other day, now that is a keeper. I've been eating a little bit of it every day, just a piece or so. Just one piece a day, and I've still got some left, and it's a keeper. And I'll be making that again because it was simple to make. And anybody that hasn't seen that recipe, you can go on my YouTube channel because I posted it there. Good morning. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to everybody that's come in, because what I've made this morning is something totally different that I've never made before. Now, if you like chia seeds, this is the container that come in. It was 2 pounds. If you like chia seeds, which are very, very healthy for you, you can make a lot of things with chia seeds. I put them in smoothies already. Yes, that and that makes it a lot easier. I don't have to go out and buy any new ingredients. I've already had the chia seeds, and I do keep them in the refrigerator. I recommend you keep them in there. Good morning, welcome. That you keep your chia seeds in the refrigerator, and I keep them in there all the time. And as you can see, these are organic. If you want to look at them again, take a picture of this is organic. I got these at Walmart, and they are organic. They got healthy properties. Well, I don't know if I really got a favorite because they're all pretty good. Hi, welcome. I've made quite a few, so I would say maybe my favorite one is my mac and cheese that turned out so well. I kind of like that one the best. You could try another nut butter if you want to. I don't see why not. You could try whatever you want. Give it a go, because like I said, you could take this recipe and tweak it yourself. I happen to love peanut butter. And I'm not allergic to peanuts or anything, so I use peanut butter because that's what it called for. But you can, sure, this is, it's in the bowl. I don't want to tip it too far. But that, I've got to let it sit up for a few minutes so it can start gelling. And then I'll whisk it again. And then it goes in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes to 24 hours. But this is a very good pudding. I know it's going to be a good pudding. Very good. It was very, very good. Good morning. Welcome to those coming in. Good morning. It's good to see all of you this morning. This is wonderful. And I know this is bright and early for me this morning because it's just a little after 7:30 this morning. I've been up since 5. And good morning. I've already started. Good morning, Marilyn. Good to see you. I've already done some cleaning this morning and things, so I'm right on the ball. You usually don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but when your dog's beckoning you they need to go, you figured you might as well get up. I figured if I went back to bed, I probably wouldn't get up until after 7 or 8 o'clock, so I thought, better get up. So, but if anybody wants to see, this is what it looks like so far, and I have to let it sit up for a little bit. Oh, I think we got a bot here. I hate these bots, but we get them all the time. There we go. Yeah. Yep, it was a bot. We know. If I don't catch the bots, go ahead and catch them and report them. We're getting so many of them lately. But I'm glad to come on here and do this because there's so many people that don't know how to eat. They're eating all the wrong foods, and they're just killing themselves with what they're putting in their body. And I'm on here to try to help you to live a little bit better. Welcome from India. That's great to have somebody from India. Oh, a couple of them reported. Good. Thank you, Erlene, because I don't always catch them. And yes, they do, Marilyn. They do. They swell up. They get real big. See, I'm going to leave this in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes to overnight, and they do swell up. Yes, and I'm going to probably put it in a different container for the simple fact I don't want to leave it in this bowl. So I'm going to probably put it in a different container, whatever container it'll fit in. I don't know if it should fit in this one. And be easier to put it in I'll stick it in here right now. Yeah, it will. It'll fit right in there. As you can see, it's already trying to gel up. Look at that. Grab my spoon here that I used. It's already trying to gel up. That's what chia seeds do. They gel up. So you can see the bowl. See how they're gelling up? Yeah, isn't it though? It's looking good. It really is. It's looking good already. You're right. And I'll just give it another stir. They say you have to stir it because you don't want the chia seeds to stick together. But this would be a recipe that anyone can make. And this will be a good breakfast for me. For anybody else that wants to make it that has a family, it makes a good breakfast dessert, if you want to call it that. Or you can have some cereal and maybe put a little chia seed pudding on the cereal or eat it next to the cereal. Oh, okay, sure. All right. It calls for 1 banana. You got to mash the banana. 5 tablespoons of chia seeds. 1 1/2 cups of almond milk, and I use the original. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. And they say 2 tablespoons of cacao powder. Well, I don't use cacao powder because we're not supposed to. So I use the Carob instead. And then it says 1 to 2 tablespoons of sweetener. Well, I decided, and that's optional. But I decided that I was going to, and this is empty now, but I decided to use 2 tablespoons of the blue raw agave nectar. And because I do happen to like the agave nectar. And that was a sweetener I put in there. Now, I haven't tasted this yet. I think I'm going to get a spoon and I will taste it, see what it's like. Wow. Very rich. It's going to be a rich pudding, but it's very, very good. The peanut butter just gives it a right flavor. Oh, yes. I have quinoa. I love quinoa. I didn't know if I'd ever like it before, but I do like it. Yeah, doesn't it look good, though? Look at that. That chia, it's something that we can all eat. It's supposed to be divided up into 2 servings, but since I'm the only one here, I just put it in a bowl and put it in the refrigerator. It has to be in there 20 minutes to 24 hours because, it's got to thicken way up. But I wanted you to see how easy it is to make. Do a quinoa recipe? I certainly will if I can find one. I will have to. Now, I have seen, I think, some quinoa burgers, but I'll have to take some time to look for some recipes. I don't have any particularly right now, but I will. But I do have some quinoa I bought. Oh, you didn't like how it came out? Oh, it's an acquired taste, Tanisha. Yes, I have used quinoa already. I've had quinoa for lunch. I didn't think I was going to like it for the very first time I tried it either. And I thought, well, this is interesting. I had heard Stacy Klein, who's no longer on Periscope, but she's on YouTube, talk about quinoa because she used to eat it a lot. And I thought, well, how bad is it? Well, I liked it from the beginning. I had it, but not everybody's going to like quinoa. It is a different flavor. It's an acquired taste, but it is good for you too. And like I said, anything that you can make with chia seeds, do it because chia seeds are very, very good for you. And when I look for recipes, I look for a lot of things with chia seeds in them. Oh, you use chia as a topping? Wow. That's probably makes a lot of sense because there are so many things you can do with chia seeds. They're used in so many different ways. Oh, there's another bot. These bots are horrible this morning. But there's so many ways that you can use chia seeds. Basil. I've never heard of basil seeds. I'll have to research that out. Being that I was never been to India and I'm American, you have a cuisine that I've never heard of before. But no, I didn't. I did not use agar. There's no agar in this. I have used. If you've asked me if I've used agar before, yes, I have. I have some right here, agar that I bought a while back. But yes, I have used it as a thickening agent. But I did not use agar in this because this is chia seeds and they naturally thicken up themselves. But yes, I have used agar, and it's thing with that, if anybody's never used agar, you've got to keep stirring that stuff. You get it in the hot water. It doesn't take very long for it to thicken up. And then you just blend it in your blender or whatever, and it thickens up whatever you're trying to make with it. I can't remember what I used agar for, but I have used it before, yes. It's a real good thickening agent. There's probably other ones out there too, but I've only used the agar. I haven't used it in a while, though. I probably will continue to find some more recipes. I'm always looking for recipes constantly, Every morning I get up, I start looking for recipes to, hi, good to see you. Oh yeah, that's right, with cheese. That's right, Earlene. We used it with cheese to make it thicken up. Oh, it's going wonderful. Here's here's my Carob chia seed pudding that I made. Now they call for cacao powder. We don't use that, so I use Carob instead. It's got peanut butter in it as well. Carob peanut butter chia pudding is what it is. And I will give you the ingredients again for those just coming in. It's one banana, got a banana in it that you mash it. 6 tablespoons of chia seeds, or 5 tablespoons, excuse me. 1 1/2 cups of almond milk, which I use the original. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I use the non-alcoholic is what I use. I don't use the vanilla extract. I don't recommend you use that because it's got alcohol in it. And let's see, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and 2 tablespoons of the carob powder. This is the carob powder. Oh, you're so welcome. You have a good day then. Take care. And I use carob instead of cacao powder. And it says 1 to 2 tablespoons of sweetener. The sweetener I use, now this is, I used it up on, was the blue raw agave nectar. I had just enough in there to put in this recipe. So that's how I made it. And I just have to let it thicken up in the refrigerator, and then I can eat it. You want to take a screenshot of it? I got this on Amazon. So go ahead and feel free to take a screenshot. If you guys want to put some hearts up so that she takes a screenshot, it'll be a real pretty, put hearts up, and it'll be a pretty screenshot. But there's the non-alcoholic. And I got this over Amazon. They have it. They carry it. Oh, wonderful. Look at the hearts coming. Wonderful. Beautiful colors. But if you, that's exactly what I used. And if you want to take a screenshot of the carob powder, I got this. You can get this from Amazon as well. And also Vitacost. Probably Whole Foods has got it. You know, I don't go to Whole Foods because it's not hard to get to, but it's just a lot of traffic. So I'd rather just get it online, or in that way I don't have to deal with Whole Foods. But I'm glad I could come in here and do this morning, because we all need to live well, you know, like Stacy said. And I like doing different recipes because they're fun to do. I'm having the most fun ever finding different recipes to make. And it was I'm not sure if it was Stacy's. I think it might have been Stacy Klein's on our plant-based bunch. I made her mac and cheese. Only I made a cheese sauce that I have found on 3ABN from that Keong Weathersby. She had done the cheese sauce, and I followed that. That's what I did. I subscribed to her, and I found that one on there. She does quite a few recipes. And like I said, the one I did the other day was from David House, and from Adventist. He's from a health ministry. I used the firm. That's what it called for. Now there's extra firm and firm. Now Walmart, I've only seen carry the firm. That's all I used was the firm. So it worked fine. Just take 1 brick of it. You're welcome. And it came out great. I mean, that filled me up, and I didn't eat my lunch until late, about 2 o'clock or 2:30, and I didn't have anything the rest of the day. That's what I do. I'm eating 2 meals. You're welcome. I'm going to get some water. I got a strange thing happening with my sink, but my son's going to fix it today, so I don't have to use my sprayer to get water out. But we can all learn from each other. That's why I like to come in here and yeah, they are. They're starting to get a lot of organic stuff, which I'm really surprised. It seems like every time I go in there, they've added more and more, and I'm glad they are. However, organic is not what you could say cost effective for everybody because it's expensive. I made some carob chia seed or peanut butter chia seed pudding, and it's sitting here on the counter. You can see it. That's what I made. I'm sitting in there so you can watch, so you can see what it looks like. But I'm really surprised that Walmart's getting a lot of organic things. But like I said, organic foods are not exactly cost effective for a lot of people because they're expensive. You know, and I don't buy everything organic. I buy as much as I can. Okay, Stacy, just for a little bit. Welcome back, Derek. But you know, it's not cost effective. I'm on a fixed income, and oh yeah, have had organic bananas. But organic bananas taste a lot different than the regular bananas. I'm just drinking water. Just drinking water right now. Yeah, that's right. When it comes to your health, it's not expensive because your health is more important than how much you paid for everything. And I try to buy as much organic as I can. The chia seeds are organic. Of course, I have the carob powder. Got that from Amazon. My blue raw agave nectar is organic, and my this is organic, non-alcoholic, because you don't want to get the vanilla extract. It's got alcohol in it. Even the natural and all that. The organic vanilla's got alcohol in it. I'm thinking organic alcohol. It's crazy, but they put alcohol in it, and you shouldn't be having that stuff, you know. And I never knew it until it was pointed out to me a while back that's got alcohol in it. So I look at the ingredients religiously now. On anything I'm going to buy, I look at the ingredients. If it's got ingredients in there that I know I can't have, I'm not going to buy it. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. No, this doesn't have any sugar in it. I just put some sweeteners in it. Chia seeds are a natural gelling agent. I put carob powder in there. It's got a little bit of sugar in it itself, but it's a little bit different taste than cacao. We don't use cacao because that comes from the cocoa bean, which we don't eat. So I used carob, which is vegan, and I just changed the recipe because it called for cocoa powder, and I put carob powder instead. So I really do appreciate you guys coming on here for this, because we can all learn from each other, and I'm willing to share with anybody that's willing to come in here and follow me and see what I've made. Yes, honey can be used, yes. But I didn't use honey this time. You can use my own sweetener. This is the sweetener I chose to use. I used it up on this. It was the blue raw agave nectar, which I do have more. But I chose to use the blue raw agave nectar instead of the honey this time. I do have some honey left, but not a lot. So I like the blue raw agave nectar because it lasts a lot longer. Well, I didn't use that much carob powder though, Earlene. It tastes okay. I mean, if you want to make it and cut back on it, you can do that, you know. I listen to you as much as I can. If I can see what you're posting, I do listen to you. You're gonna try it today. Oh, good. You have to let me know how it comes out, Tanisha, because this is the first that I've made it, and I'm trying to help everybody else to learn how to make things that I'm making. You know, I'm finding recipes all the time, and it's a lot of fun to look for recipes. But I think I'm going to go a little bit because I haven't had my breakfast yet. I need to eat my breakfast before my daughter calls. But I thank you all for coming on, the live viewers as well as the replay viewers later. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye.